Alrighty, good afternoon everybody, welcome. You're watching V1 Aviation Live. My name is Bart, good to have y'all. And Patrick tuning in from KL 1235. Peter saying happy to hear that Oyger survived. Well, barely, but we will see how everything keeps holding on today. Welcome Mandos, Sebastian is there, Luke is there, and David tuning in from Brisbane, down under. Evening mate. There we go, first takeoff. Our first heavy will be the Qatar 777, and the Emirates A380 got pushed back as well and is assigned for runway 36 left, which is the Polderbaan today. And welcome Corey from Iowa there, and Kuni, welcome. And Gia saying, are you standing next to, is Joe here too? Where is he? I didn't see him. I didn't even notice that he was live though. Hey Matthijs, and welcome FB. Welcome mate. Where is Joe then? And welcome Bart, naamgenoot, and Dirk Cantour is there as well. So is Dean, welcome mate, and Pierre tuning in too. Oh, look at this folks. We've got some Queen time coming our way as well. Oh, yep, I do have a little Qatar, as Nati would say it in Polish, which is a running nose and a little bit of a cough, but nothing too much. I'm still here. And the ducks are laughing at me here. Alright, there we go. Vueling 8366 to Malaga, A320 200, and then we have the Qatar flight 274 to Doha on the 777-300. And afternoon Rudy. Hey Roy, goedemiddag. And David, yeah. Yesterday after the stream I drove to the McDonald's to get a coffee to warm up a little bit, and believe me, that was one of the best tasting coffees in a while. But to give you guys an idea of how wet everything is, my backpack still has or the padding on my backpack is still soaked, so not moist, soaked. And indeed, Corey, nice dry day today for me. And welcome, Jim. Alright, there we go. Beautiful Qatar 777. Going to film it. Enjoy this one, folks. Beautiful spray, and beautiful reflections. Oh, look at that, the voiling banking on the right. But you guys were saying that Joe is, where is he? Because I saw when I left home that he was live, and then I looked again and I didn't see his live feed, so I thought he stopped. Anyways, let's enjoy some Queen time. Oh, what a good way to start the stream, folks. Yeah, quite a bit of birds here, and indeed Albert, Queen time in a moment. And Sander, yes, here I am again. And absolutely there are some birds next to the planes. That's the Polderman for you. Right, it's going to Luxembourg, folks, so this is going to be a rocket ship for sure. Which makes it even more interesting. Alright folks, are you ready? There we go, it's Queen time. Well, if that wasn't an early takeoff, I don't know what is. And my camera screen is very dark. That was a seriously short takeoff. And Joe is left at the... Wait, is Joe... I don't see him. Oh, there's oh wait, there's a blue car. Oh my god. Is that Joe behind the dad and his kid? I don't want to focus on the faces, but is that where Joe is? My bad. I really, when I was at home I saw that he was there, and or that he was live at the Polderbaan, and then I tried to find his feed again like an hour and a half ago and I couldn't find it. So that's why I thought, okay, Joe's finished, so I might go to the Polderbaan. So inconvenient. And indeed, it's going to Luxembourg, so that's why it's so empty, and that's why it rotated so early. Alright, there we go. Sus with another wacky radome. Look at that wide radome on top of the nose. And by the way, my camera is going all over the place, so let me quickly change up some settings. There we go. Should do the trick, not for you but for me, makes a lot of a difference. But yeah folks, I really had some wet stuff yesterday. It was crazy. My winter jacket is waterproof, but even the rain was so intense that it just didn't help at all. Like I said, my backpack is still wet. Everything smells like molded water. My jacket smells everything. Oh wow, fair enough, Jiha. Alright, there we go. And the worst thing is, and that I have to check when I get back home, when I grabbed my backpack, I felt that my laptop was in there, and I thought the front pocket of my front compartment of my backpack was waterproof. It was not. So there was some moist and water inside of my laptop sleeve with my laptop all night long. So when I get back home, it should be dry. I'm really curious to see if it's still working or not. But first, we have KLM 1179 to Stavanger. There we go. Gear up. Alright Roy, no problem. I'll take a soup and some sandwiches please. Alright, before we get back to line up, we have the king on its way, the mighty EK148, the Emirates A380. I didn't even, I expected nothing on today's stream. I just wanted to stream because it was some nice sunlight and I wanted a little sunset stream. But there we go. Venice flight. And Herman, I'm not gonna say your last name, but Herman, oh Jan Herman, my bad, coming in with a €5.5 PayPal donation there. Thank you so much for that one, mate. And as always, it really helps me out a ton. Yesterday it completely covered the parking costs. I think it was 26 or 27 euros parking. So it really goes a long way. Thank you so much for that one. And yesterday evening, Bjorn actually came in with a donation as well, 10 euros. So Bjorn, if you're watching, thank you so much for that one. You guys really are, you guys literally are helping me out. Keeping, or how do I say this in English? You guys, yeah, you guys are providing in such a way that I can keep coming here. That's the one. I just love your support, guys. Even just tuning in and watching is already great. And indeed, the ducks are laughing at me. And the beast from the east on screen here, EK148. But first up, we have KLM to Gothenburg, or as they call it, Göteborg, if I'm correct. 737-800 KLM flight 1235, and if I remember good, all the way in the beginning of the chat, there's somebody on board there, isn't it? Yeah, Patrick, shout out to you, mate. Hope you're on the left side so you can see me. Flash your light if you can. Patrick Langelaan on board KL 1235. Actually, very funny that I was on time to film this. So there you go, Patrick. Enjoy your flight to Sweden, mate. Ah, JH, got it. Thank you so much for that one, Yeeha. And now I know why it's GH. Got it. And Daniel saying, every now and then I go on bike rides across the Polderman towards Hoofddorp. Next time I stop to say hello. Oh, absolutely. Make sure to say hi when I'm out there. Let's have a little chat. And thanks, Jan. Much appreciated. Welcome TD Briggs and Koen. Afternoon, mate. Claudia say, how do they let people this close? Is it safe? I thought you can't see the runways, at least in my country that's the way. Well, that's why there's difference in countries. We have a waterway between the runways, this one, and everybody always thinks, but why is there no fence? Oh, first up, it's king time. Enjoy this one, folks. That was some serious power there by the king. It was a pretty quick takeoff as well. Usually it waits a little bit on the threshold, but there we go. Queen time locked in. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. But Claudia, what do you prefer? Climbing over a fence or getting wet socks to go across the airport? Because it looks like it's nothing, but believe me when I say the Dutchies know the effects of water and waterways in between areas. It does work, believe me. Hey Epic, welcome Remco. And good day Peter. Thanks TD Briggs. And hey there love, Dzień dobry kochanie. And Dean, aka Junkie Spotter, coming in with a £2 super chat saying get yourself a coffee later, Bart. I will, mate. Thank you so much for this one. I'm going to try and do a longer stream tomorrow, weather permitting, so that one will for sure come in handy tomorrow when I'm out there for a long stream. All right, time for some power by the GE90s here. All right, Albert, no problem at all, mate. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Much appreciated for dropping by, saying hi in the chat. There we go. Wow, that was an early rotation for a 777. Probably this is the Dubai flight. I didn't check, but I can imagine that this is the one going to Dubai. Let me check. Oh, yep, it is. KL427 to Dubai. That's why it's so rotated so early. Back to back with the King. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh. Beautiful shot. So cool that the King is still visible out there. And next up we have KLM flight 1423 to Nantes in an E2. Clementia saying it will stay dry tomorrow, sunny and 3 to 5 degrees. Well, I have to say it is pretty chilly today as well. It's my clothing from yesterday is still wet. Well, my boots are, etc. So I couldn't really wear my winter boots, and believe me, I already missed them. It's actually pretty chilly. And Pierre, I'm actually wearing earbuds. Well, just simple Apple earphones, which I have connected to my camera, but usually I don't really wear protection. Well, the earbuds are actually protection, and I need to be able to hear myself, and not because I love listening to myself. It's the exact opposite. But if I can't hear myself, or like the feedback on the voice, I can't really talk fluently. I know it sounds strange, but it is what it is. And welcome Vasco and Anthony tuning in from Holland as well. And Paulo, no, KLM isn't always delayed. En jazeker. Alright, there we go. On its way to Nantes. Still don't know how to pronounce it. And rotate. So, by the looks of it, we're getting the Turkish A330 as well. There are quite a few planes on their way. Usually the later afternoons at Amsterdam aren't that busy or active, but I just wanted to get out here for sunset, and I think we will get a little bit of nice light in 45 minutes time. And welcome Rob. Goedemiddag. Alright, quick sip of coffee, because it usually means it will start rolling. Oh yep, lights on. It's lights out and away we go. Ah, it's pronounced as Nantes. Got it. And yeah, Remco, didn't know Joe was standing so up close, and actually I thought he already stopped streaming, but he's just very well hidden behind his car. And welcome Raven. Afternoon. And there's a 777 going to Dubai. Left a bit earlier. There it goes, soaring through the clouds. Oh no, that's the E2, my bad. And the camera loses focus. Where? Oh, look at the light on the banking. Oh wow, beautiful. Yeah, look at that. Even like the reflections on the clouds on the other side of the belly, amazing. Alright, there we go, next one, EasyJet. Ah, and there goes a mod at Joe's channel, that's why. I'm sorry, it's like I said earlier in the stream, a little bit inconvenient that we're here together, but I thought he stopped, so that's why I decided to go here. And Darian coming in with a €6 super chat saying, "What's up, Bart? Cough syrup is on me." Thanks, mate. I might get some cough syrup and a pack of tea to get myself warm, yeah. But thank you so much for that one, mate. Much appreciated. And thanks for the ongoing support, by the way. And for sure, rush hour now, Air France A320. All right, there we go. It's so funny because the sky in the background is blue and the plane is not. The camera thinks that it's way more bright than it is, so it makes the plane darker. I know it makes no sense, but that's actually what it is. And Hans, something like that, yeah. My jacket was literally dripping with water. It was, let's just say it was very unpleasant on the drive back home. And Rob, Virgin does not fly to Amsterdam, so nope. Alright, behind the 7.3 we will get the Turkish A330 and then a KLM A777. What are the odds? I didn't expect anything at all today, and here we are, heavy number 6 on its way. Nice deep rumble here at the Polebaan. There's a little bit of light coming through. So to give you guys a quick view on the sunset-ish, beautiful Jacob's ladder as it's called. The sun rays through the clouds there, absolutely amazing. It's a real spectacle. Spectacle? Show. There we go. Oh, and I see that we get the Qatar A350 as well. So wow, we already we had the Qatar 777, Cargolux 747, KLM 777, Emirates A380, another KLM 777. No, that was the first one. Now the Turkish A330, KLM 777, and the Qatar A350. Happy days. Enjoy this one, folks. Beautiful. The butter machine on takeoff. Oh, got its gear down quite a long time. It's really something the A330s have quite a bit. Look at that. Still geared down. And welcome there, Yermo. And Bert saying afternoon, just tuned in and already enjoying. That's good to hear, mate. Glad you're enjoying. Look at this, folks. Like I said, I really didn't expect anything. I just wanted to go out here and film a sunset for you all. But here we are, heavy after heavy. Another A330 on its way by the looks of it. Oh, that's Musk cargo. Oh wow. I did not expect to see so many heavies today. Alright, let's check flight radar. KLM is waiting for quite a bit. Lights are still off. Turkish is still flying gear down. Are we going to see a runway inspection? Interesting. The plane waiting now is KLM 895 to Shanghai. And oh, takeoff lights are on by the looks of it. And behind that we have Qatar 276 to Doha A350 900. Oh no, there we go. Power to the middle. And the gear still not retracted. Alright, little wide angle view on the 777 to give you guys an idea of how big they are and how fast they're going. Look at the spray still. And the A330s do have gear down quite often, so it's nothing uncommon. And indeed, the weather today is way better than yesterday. And Tomo is saying, loved yesterday's stream. Thank you so much. I actually enjoyed it a lot too. It wasn't easy going with the weather, and especially with the rain, but it was good fun. It was really good fun. Alright, Shanghai is gone. Now it's time for the second Doha flight. And Human tuning in from California, welcome mate, good morning to you. Yeah, morning to you. And the Han tuning in from Zuid-Oosterveen, welcome, welcome. And relax guys, it is not going to be an emergency or something. It happens more often on the A330s. So nothing too serious. And Bertje, it's the MD-11. Alright, there we go, Qatar time. That sounded so beautiful. Oh, I can't wait to edit this for you all. Oh. I don't know what it is, but I'm really starting to enjoy the A350s. Like seriously enjoy the A350s. Especially on wet runways, the sound on takeoff is something else. I can't explain how good it sounds in real life. Well, Claudia, I think there's a reason Amsterdam is what it is. Let's not speculate. Let's just enjoy. And indeed, the Turkish is still climbing out. Nothing serious. It is actually, I can actually show it to you guys. 1 second. Manual focus, double apartment building. And straight up. There it is, gear up, nothing fancy, nothing special. It just happens every now and then. Alright, there we go. Sweet. And another KLM 777 in the background there, another 300. And we have the Musk Cargo A330 as well. Really cool cargo plane. A factory built cargo plane, by the way. Alright, Transavia creeping up in front. And Mike tuning in from the UK. Welcome, mate. Good to see you here today. And Justin, welcome, mate. I'm doing pretty good. Warmed up after yesterday. Almost everything is dry except for my backpack and my boots. And yes, Ape. And Koenie saying 11 MD-11s in the radar at the moment worldwide. That goes to show how rare they're becoming. My absolute #1 favorite plane. Fortunate enough to have flown it once on the farewell flights by KLM. On 11th of the 11th, 2014. Still a little bit of spray in the runway though. I don't know how much rain there was today, but it looks like everything is still soaked. Alright, oh, I just stepped on the tripod, that's never a good idea. And thanks, Peter, indeed, beautiful skies over Amsterdam today. Alright, I did not expect to see a bunch of heavies today. Good stuff. This 73 is going to Zurich, by the way. It's KLM 1923. The 777 on the runway is going to Accra. It's KLM flight 589. The Musk cargo is flight MH61252 to Doha. And like I said, a factory-built 330 cargo. And you can see that on the way the nose gear structure is improved. I think that's the way how to call it. Alright, without further ado, time for the Accra flight. Enjoy this one. It's going to be loud. Still so weird to move the camera with my hands and look at the static screen. It's so weird, but it was such a nice one again. And I just love the pull down for this, for the loud, really loud takeoffs. And indeed, so many birds today, and no problem at all, Gene. All right, Musk cargo, definitely want to film this one. I maybe have it on video twice or 3 times, so for me it's a really nice catch. It's going to Doha, so it will be, I think it will be rotating right in front of me. All right, there we go. see the like factory built 330 cargos. There's quite a few A330 cargos, and yet it feels like I don't see them that often. DHL flies them to Amsterdam, Mas Cargo flies them to Amsterdam, Turkish flies their A330 cargo to Amsterdam occasionally, but you don't really see them that much. Maybe there's somebody in the chat who knows if there's more A330 cargos flying to Amsterdam that I forgot about, because I for sure can't think of another one. And yes, this is an official parking spotting place with a huge parking area behind it. So, and indeed, babe, going to Doha, and indeed beautiful livery. It's funny because it's white, but then again, the way the cargo planes wear the liveries, it makes them look so cool. And I wish that they would have the same livery as in the cargo ones. The cargo, the liveries on the passenger ones, sorry, they look so beautiful. And Nicolas says, Greece says hello. Well, Amsterdam says hello back, mate. Welcome. Alrighty, there we go. Power to the narrow bodies again. To Geneva is flight 1935. And behind that on screen right now is KLM to Munich is 1855. And the Sky Team livery is KLM 1445 to Bordeaux. There it is. I missed out on your message there, Justin, saying that you flew the MD-11 on Varig. Awesome. There were quite a few airlines flying the MD-11s, and I really missed them. Well, good on you, Abe. Alright, ooh, turn and burn there for the, what is it, Geneva or was it Zurich? I think it was Zurich. The first one was going to Geneva. That's a proper turn and burn there. By the A2. Alright, Pierre. Enjoy your tea time, mate. Matthew, a lot of MDs at Louisville. There's still quite a few MD-11s flying, even some DC-10s, and FedEx flies them to Paris as well, because Paris is actually a FedEx hub, and I think once or twice a week they fly it there. And in May when I was there, I was fortunate enough to have 2 on one evening and back to 2 days in a row, which was for me as an MD-11 fan just a pure blessing. And thanks, Rob. Trying my best on the panning, especially when they come by quickly. It's not easy to get it in frame, to keep it in frame. Doing my best. And there it goes. Alright, quick sip of coffee. And yes, Martinair did fly MD-11s as well, both passenger and later on cargo. And I agree, Yannick. And indeed, KLM Golden Hour now. KLM Golden Hour in Golden Hour. Ah, yeah, indeed, Matthew. Well, figure this this one out. If they, of course, if they break down overseas, it's very hard to fly in parts. Alright, we have 2 more planes and then it looks to be a little quiet. So after that I'm going to check flight radar. And there's yeah, the one that you saw on stream yesterday, it does fly sometimes. You got that correct, because it breaks down more than it flies. So technically, indeed, it does fly sometimes. And in Dutch we have a saying, the registration is PHMPS, and we call it the Mike Papa Stuk. And stuk in English means broken, so basically the Mike Papa broken. Because it's grounded all the time. Alright, bon voyage! Alright, one more plane. Let me see, is this the parking on the buffer? It looks like it, yep. So there's a Turkish A330 in the buffer, that's interesting. Alright, and then an E190. Oh, we got a 7.8 coming up, that's good stuff. Oh yeah, we got Saudi coming this way. So that means that the Eastern triplets are complete. We had Emirates, Qatar, and now Saudi. I was saying Etihad. Oh, I wish. But they come in late in the evening. So with the Saudi departing, the Eastern triplets are complete, as I call them. And indeed, Saudi coming to Jeddah, beautiful Dreamliner. But first up, we have the little nugget thundering down the Polderbaan. KLM flight 1459 to Montpellier. That's a Caribbean way of saying do you mumble? Montpellier. There is 3 out of 3 from the Eastern triplets. And as you can see in the windsock, there is some crosswind, but it's nothing too fancy, which is good for us here at Amsterdam. After yesterday, I do appreciate a little bit of a calm afternoon. Just like I had, when was it folks, Saturday or Sunday, when it was 17 degrees. All week I was out there in the rain, in the hail, in the cold, and then 17 degrees and just streaming in the sun on the Polderbaan. For me it felt like I was having a spa retreat or something. En welkom back Roy. Lekker wezen hamsteren. And on screen right there, crossing the Tower West, as we call it, is Saudi flight SV216 to Jeddah, Dreamliner -9, registered HZ AR22, and it's not that old. It's from March 2018, so it's a 6-year-old plane. And yeah, WSD, it was interesting to say the least yesterday. Nice shot there with bird control and the Saudi in the background. Look at that. Respect for those guys as well. It's not an easy job keeping all the birds out here at Amsterdam. Welcome, Petrikov. Good to see you today. It is really calm in contrast to yesterday. And Bombo is saying, does the airport of Groningen operate? Yes, GRQ is an international airport actually. They do get, I think, I don't know if it's Turkish or AJet, maybe SunExpress. I think they do have Transavia flights from there. I think they have 7 or 8 flights a week. I know it's nothing, but KLM's flight academy is there. So yes, it is an active airport. And welcome, Peter. Are we gonna go a turn and burn here to complete the Eastern triplets? I'm going to film this one, guys. Enjoy the beautiful Saudi Dreamliner to Jeddah as SV216. Oh, absolutely. Turn and burn there. Enjoy the Dreamliner. That was some seriously nice spray, and I don't know if you guys noticed it as well, but to me it always looks like the Dreamliners need much more runway to take off than either 777 or especially the A350. The Dreamliner, I know it's not underpowered, but it feels like it's underpowered because it needs much more runway to take off. And yeah, bird control does indeed fire flares with bangs and sometimes with screams, but I haven't heard the screaming ones in a while. And there it is, clocking in. Nice to see your stream again. 3rd day in a row for you. Awesome, mate. I don't even know how many days in a row it is for me at the moment. So by the looks of it, we're getting a 737. I see it taxiing in the far distance. Oh, do we have SunExpress coming this way? I have to check. Oh yeah, we're getting the Paramount Star Trek livery. Oh, that's a nice one. So that one is taxiing and it should be here in a couple minutes. But it's relatively quiet at Amsterdam at the moment. Always is around sunset, or not around sunset, but after 3:30/4. It's always very quiet at the airport. But that doesn't really matter because the takeoffs are nice. And Tara, yes we can. I can at least read what you're saying in the chat. And that SunExpress looks really good. It's a little purple, little blue in there. And that guy of bird control is still chilling up there. Oh, I've never actually noticed that, Richard. That's interesting. So in screen right now, or on screen, is KLM flight 931 to Edinburgh. And 737-8 from July 2000. 24 years old. And let's see if we're gonna get a turn and burn here. And indeed, the tower is having a nice calm time at the moment. And Dutchbot, it's actually relatively easy. There's a separation, so if there is a go around, they don't interfere with each other. And Kabouter saying the same thing on every stream. Time to do some self-reflection then, mate. Oh, Captain Kirk is coming. Ryanair as well. Ah, and there's Joe. Now I see. There he is. Awesome, John. And there's the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful SunExpress livery. Like you said, babe, really cute livery. Amazing colors on that one. And indeed, Aviation content is saying they don't take off from 36 right. That's true. And they also don't take off from 18 right. Easy there, Tara, in the chat, please. Just look at that livery. Amazing. Oh, it's already maximum zoomed in, but it's looking amazing. Look at the tail. Let's go. Airlines need to do more stuff like this, really. Oh, a little too quick panning there. But if I remember good, I have to check. I think it's going to Izmir, but let me check the flight number. Oh yep, it's going to Izmir ADB as XQ945. And John is tuning in from Jayberg. Welcome, mate. And so is Tamnoy. Awesome. And no, they're not on the runway. If they are in the runway, they have to have their signal lights on. Alright, bye Tara. Thanks for tuning in today. And Cyrillic name, hi there. Welcome in the chat. Alright, there we go. Will be beautiful to see this one. I'm going to film it to put into a compilation video as well. So enjoy the beautiful, beautiful livery. I'm going to try and close up a little bit on the livery. There we go, turn and burn. Izmir bound. The beautiful Paramount livery. That really is a beautiful livery. That Star Trek really looks good. I just love deep colors. It's the same with Royal Jordanian. The colors in the Royal Jordanian just look so good. And I thought we were getting an awesome sunset today, folks, but I don't think so. Maybe when the sun gets below the skyline there. What's the time currently? 16:09, and I think in exactly 14 minutes we should get sunset. So that means in 5 to 8 minutes we should see the sun come through underneath there. But first up, let's wait it out for the next one, Ryanair. And French is saying, watching you from Kenya, I was worried for you yesterday. I thought you would get a flu. Glad you're doing okay. Great work. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I do have a little bit of a running nose, but nothing more than that actually. It's I think that's a good thing to always be out in the elements. You build up a little bit of resistance, I think. Spock. Yeah, that's true. And Daniela tuning in from Lisboa, welcome. And Bert, my favorite airline. To be honest, I have to think about that. No clue. In Europe it is getting more chilly. And for those who just tuned in, and DVH is asking it as well, my name is Bart, and welcome to V1 Aviation Live. So happy you guys found the time to tune in today and to chat along with other like-minded aviation enthusiasts. And yeah, I don't know how else I think it's a running nose, isn't it? Runny nose? In Dutch you say the walk nose. Oh yeah, by the way, indeed, who was saying it? Sip is saying it. The doors on the fire station look amazing with the reflection of the sunset there. And the chat is getting more and more odd. Alright, there we go, Ryanair. Another turn and burn. Going to Dublin. It's FR 3007. And afternoon, Greetje. Indeed, running nose. I hope we're not gonna lose the budget airlines, because budget airlines actually keep the oh, how do you say it? I don't know the English word. No, but it's good to have a little bit of different airlines fighting for budget prices, because it makes for some. I can't find the word. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry, guys. I put it. I put in my stream that the chat is not made for children, and yet again I see kids in the chat. It's not that I don't allow kids, but the way they talk in the chat, I just don't appreciate it. I'm sorry, folks. Fair enough, Rob. And yeah, fair point, Roy. It is. Oh yeah, fair competition. That's the one I was looking for, Sam. Thanks. Competition. Such a simple word, and yet I I can't seem to find the word. What are the odds? All right, let's follow a couple 06 landings while we wait for the next planes to come this way. I'll keep it in mind, Roy. Like seriously, keeping it in mind. If it does come to the point that I can't manage it myself on the Dutch side, I'll let you know. Just look at the clouds. It is so peaceful today. And this is really what the polar band is. I know it's not the best for you guys to look at, but the contrast in like stormy days and now it's quiet, calm and peaceful, and when there's no planes it's actually really peaceful out here. And Dean, yeah, that was actually 06 landings. And Sil's asking, can you explain a bit how the bird control vehicles actually work? I can try. Of course I'm not a bird controller, but they do have scanners. They are in direct contact with ATC, and when ATC requests a clearance on a runway, or when pilots make notifications or yeah, about birds, they actually drive around and they just scope out the runways. They check some spots that birds are naturally trying to breed and stuff like that. So you need to be what's it, an ecologist, I think, to actually become a bird controller. So it is quite a challenging job. And guys, let's try and keep it in English as much as possible in the chat. It's all right to just say something to like greet everybody in Dutch, and a few Dutch words every now and then are okay, but let's just not talk Dutch all the time. And it looks like we have 36 center takeoffs as well. Interesting. And WST, no clue. And banking, and indeed a very underrated job, but so is a job for the ATCers. I always like sarcastically complain about ATC, like, oh, V1 is at the runways again, let's switch up the runways, but those guys have an immaculate job. It is such a stressful job. And Davey is tuning in for the first time, saying love it. Thanks mate, glad you're enjoying. Where's the tower? There's the tower. And Paul saying, hey, good afternoon. You are Bart? Yes, I'm Bart. And good afternoon mate, good to see you here. No, indeed, they don't kill birds, but they when there's a bird strike, those guys have to pick up the birds or what's left of them. So it's a really, these guys should get more appraisal. It's not an easy job. Let's give it that. No, but Greetje, I'm actually in the meantime moderating the chat in Dutch, so as long as I can manage it myself, I'll try and do that. But if it's getting too much, I might switch it up. And 20 plus departures in the next 10 minutes, and probably most of that is going to the 18 center. But indeed, I do see that what like Ted is saying, BA is coming this way. You can see it taxiing up there. Welcome, Robin. And Breakerbird, good to see you, mate, and congrats on that gifted membership from a couple days back. Saying, hey Bart and all here today, happy Thanksgiving from Dallas, Texas. From Dallas, Texas, and indeed, happy Thanksgiving to all my American friends. I don't know if there's Dutch people who celebrate Thanksgiving, but it's not really a common thing in the Netherlands. But indeed, happy Thanksgiving to all of my friends here in the chat that do celebrate it. Hope you're all having a wonderful time with the family and are enjoying your time off. And they do make loud noises. And Paul Kramer coming in with a €2 super sticker saying, hey you. Hey there Paul, and thank you so much for that super chat there, that super sticker. Thank you so much for that one. And glad you found some time to hop on today on the stream. Hope you're enjoying it so far. And like I said, thank you so much for the support there. Alright Rob, thanks for tuning in mate. And good luck in front of the Burger Rups, as I call the train. And DW not too long, because after sunset this camera can't really cope with the darkness, and it is not the most comfortable place to be at in the dark. And Christina saying our ovens are too small for big turkeys. That's true. Maybe that's the reason why the Dutchies don't celebrate it. And there we go. Look at the sky. It really is looking beautiful. And WSD, well, it depends. Do you think it's decent? And Dean, favorite aircraft? MD-11, mate. By miles, it is my favorite aircraft. Alright, we got Nige coming up after a bit of a break here at the Polderbaan. And Natalie, I am using a Sony RX-10. Oh wow, back to back, look at that. Mark Cardwell coming in with a big 3 sticker there, the $10 super sticker saying let's celebrate the 3rd super on the live stream. Thank you so much for that awesome support there, Mark. Greatly appreciate it. Beautiful one, and I hope you're enjoying, mate. Like I said, thank you so much for that support, and just as much as to you, Peter. Always supporting, always in the chat, always hanging out here in the chat, coming in with a big thumbs up sticker. Thank you so much for that big thumbs up. So Mark and Peter, thank you so much for the support. It goes a long way, guys, and I really hope you're all enjoying. And DJ, yeah, Amsterdam is good fun, isn't it? Well, that's true, WST, but it's a choice, right? And welcome, John, all the way from Niagara Falls. There we go, Nige is airborne. And there it goes. But just look at the reflection, guys. Oh, wow, that's the reflection of the sunset. Sunset is actually behind a farm building on my right, but it's for sure looking amazing. And thanks, Peter, much appreciated, mate. And Bertje is saying, do you have you flown with the A380 yet, or is it your bucket list? I've flown the A380 2 times to Dubai, and it's really comfortable flying. Not my favorite plane to fly on, but it for sure is really comfortable flying. And Bert Smith coming in with a super sticker as well, saying thanks for all the efforts, really loving it. Thank you so much for that one, Bert. Much appreciated, and I'm happy that you're enjoying. I know you're relatively new to the channel, so I'm happy that you're enjoying what I'm providing you here, and thank you so much for that support as well. for me the most important is that you guys are enjoying, honestly. Of course, sometimes, especially like today, there's a little bit of rotten stuff in the chat, but other than that, I'm really enjoying. I just love the community. I know that I have a lot of people who tune in frequently, and it's always nice to see your names in the chat, especially people who I haven't seen in a while, like Breakerbird. So good to see you back. And Dean, quite a bit, more than 30 minutes, more than 40 actually. Alright, you guys are asking for the sunset. Let me turn around. And that's the sunset at the moment. Look at that. You can just see the sun illuminating on the clouds there. Very intense colors. Not even the camera knows what to do with it. Alright, we're getting a couple more planes. Happy days. I'm glad to hear that, Dart. And yeah, it looks like the fire station is on fire, that's true. And DJ Selt is also coming in with a lovely, lovely super chat, a £5 super chat saying have a coffee on me and stay warm. Thank you so much for that one, mate. And like I said, if I remember correctly, you were new to the channel as well, so thank you so much for that one. Guys, I think I can almost run on coffee endlessly now. So thank you so much for that one to you as well, DJ, and to Johannes 1980 as well, coming in with a €2 super chat, super sticker, I have to say. Thank you so much for that one as well. You guys are way too kind to me, really. You don't have to do this, you know that. No problem, Tim. I'm happy that you're enjoying. Still saying very much, found your stream yesterday and liked your style. The commentary definitely sets you apart. Good job, man. Thank you so much, Sal. I'm just being me, and I just always hope that being myself makes me who I am, and I just hope you guys appreciate that. So seeing that makes me feel good. Not really makes me feel good, makes me smile to see that being myself matters, and that goes to everybody. Just be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't try to look good for the world. Just be yourself and you'll get wherever you want to be, as long as you're staying true and loyal to yourself and work hard enough to make your dreams come true. And Greetje becoming a member in economy class there. Thank you so much for that one, Greetje, and welcome to the family. Enjoy your membership. Enjoy your membership for this month and enjoy your member-only content and the emotes, of course. And like I said, I hope it's going to be a nice month for you there. And Flux Noah, thank you first of all. And well, technically I have spotted at Eindhoven, but not really dedicated a day to spotting out there. I should do that once. And Koen, yeah, it will be a little bit chilly later on, but maybe someday, Thomas, not now. And Bert saying relatively new to this world. And indeed, it is fascinating. I agree with you on that one. Now, there is something interesting with sunsets. I don't know how to explain it, but even the sound gets different from the engines. I just don't know how to explain it, but the sound gets different. It's odd. And Sam, it is not windy at all. And Greetje, appreciate that. And indeed, Justin, being yourself sets you apart. Really do enjoy this channel and the vibe you have there. Thanks, mate. And like I said, today is a really peaceful day out here. Oh wow, look at this. Look at how intense the red is. But today is a relatively chill day compared to yesterday and compared to the other days. And so sometimes it's nice to have a nice, short, peaceful stream like this one. And really hope you guys are having the same vibe that I'm having. Yesterday it was it was just raw survival, but today is really peaceful, just watching the sunset, watching some planes go by, chatting along with each other, and happy days. Really feels good. And yeah, Dean, it is. And Paolo, everything I get from the channel goes back into the channel, so it's either a trip, for example driving to Frankfurt, covering the hotels and streaming out there. Sometimes an equipment upgrade, because sometimes my camera breaks down or my tripod has a fluid head, which just like cars, like slijten, I don't know the English word, they wear. So everything goes back into the channel because it is from you guys for you guys. That's my motto. And indeed, 36 Center is open for takeoffs as well. You just saw the Pegasus taking off from there to Istanbul. The flying pig indeed. And Darian is saying you must be all hyped up from all that coffee. Well, yeah. I do always have my coffee mug with me, whether it's summer or winter time. It's just, I don't know, it's part of it's part of the live stream. That clicking sound of the coffee cup, I don't know, it's part of it. Over 30, Sam. And a nice landing on runway 06 there in the background. And Johnny's saying, can you wave to Joe? I was waving, but it looks like... Oh, he's just moving his tripod. I see. And Paolo saying, plans to upgrade to 4K or 8K quality. Well, 4K streaming is something I want to do. 8K streaming is impossible, but I do have 4K and 8K videos. And before people ask, yes, it's true 8K, because my other camera films 8K. So I do have 4K and 8K compilation videos, but live streaming in 4K requires so much internet and a completely different streaming device. That's something for the long run. Coffee is life. I agree. Imagine waking up without the possibility to have a coffee in the morning. Oof. Now that's not life. Talking about life, thank you all so much for tuning in today to this live stream here at Amsterdam Airport. If you're new here, my name is Bart. I'm currently streaming from the famous Spottersplatz at the Polderbaan, which is the official spotting place at runway 18 right, 36 left. And it is not that busy today, but there's always someone, and usually they have a food truck up here in the weekends where you can get fries, fritki, kocham cię bardzo, kochanie. And in the summertime they even have an ice cream cart and stuff like that. So it is, especially in the weekends and in the holidays, it is jam-packed with people here. And daily dose of aviation. I am at the Polderbaan currently 36 left configuration. Most important, like Leo is saying, there's no rain now. That's actually the most important one. And Paolo, frito or patat, well, that's something you guys can figure out. Above the channels or under the channels. Canals, I get. I'm not into that yes or no or this or that. Alright, let me check flight radar, guys and gals, because it looks like it's really dull. The sun is setting, so I think I'm gonna stream for 10 more minutes and then I'm just gonna call it a day today. Wasn't really planning on doing a long stream today anyway. Tomorrow's a new day, so I might get out here tomorrow for a longer stream. And you can really see that the camera is trying to catch up. The lights are getting more intense, so getting more grainy, as it's called. And Bert, no, it all depends on where they're going to, because when there's 2 runways open, if you take a line between the 2 runways, everything to the left of that line is going to the Polderbaan, and everything that has a destination to the right of the line is going from the center runway. And there are some odd ones. I think the Chinese ones do take off from the Polderbaan, so everything that's going to, I think, Scandinavia, like Finland, and then more northern ones, and especially China, and then the flights that fly to China over Russia, they do tend to take off from the Polderbaan as well. No problem for that one, Paul. And welcome, Robbie. Good to see you, mate. It's Thanksgiving in California, indeed. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you over there in the States, and for all of those outside of the States that do celebrate it. Hope you're all having a wonderful time. I hope that the turkey tastes as good as you hope it or imagine it does. Saying both streams ending at the same time. Yeah, so probably that means that Joe thinks that it's not worth waiting all that long with the darkness for a couple planes coming this way. If you ask me, I don't like to keep you guys waiting like 10-15 minutes for a takeoff. So usually when it's getting a little bit more quiet at the airport, I tend to naturally end the stream. And of course it's getting darker now as well, so probably it's also very busy on the road. Like yesterday, took me well over an hour to get home. And Bert's saying, I do have coffee in my Christmas mug. And so do I, but mine isn't from Christmas. I was my own Santa. And no problem at all, Paulo. Like I said, really peaceful, quiet, calm stream today, but some really nice heavies. Not the longest of streams, just shy of an hour and a half. But like I said, after yesterday, I just needed to to mentally and physically come back to life a bit. No, all jokes aside, felt pretty good yesterday, but yeah. I think tomorrow will be a little bit longer, maybe a bit earlier as well. Well, not maybe, it will be earlier. So we will see. Alright folks, this 7.3 is going to mark the end of the stream today. Like I said, nothing too fancy today. And indeed, Jan saying, dziękuję bardzo Neti and Bart. Neti and Bart, have a good evening. Tak, dziękuję bardzo Jan. And you too. Hope you're going to have a good evening, mate. Dzięki. Oh no, dzięki. I have to say it official. Dziękuję. So yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in today on this relatively peaceful, quiet and calm and short stream. What a contrast to yesterday. But the plan today was just to get out here for maybe an hour and a half for sunset, which is exactly what I did, so I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did, especially on those heavies. Enjoy the last takeoff of the stream, folks. Tomorrow will be a longer stream, So let's hope that tomorrow brings a lot of heavies. There we go, last one. Alrighty, that's it, folks. Like I said, thank you all so much for tuning in today. For everybody who hit a thumbs up on the stream, thank you so much for that one. I'm sorry for the inconveniences on the kids earlier on in the chat. Like I said, I do have a an age restriction on my channel, because exactly what happened is what I don't want to happen. But got it sorted out. Hope you all enjoyed this one. Thank you all so much for the support as well. If you haven't seen yesterday's stream, I highly suggest you to check it out. It was awesome. I'm going back home, have some dinner, maybe edit a bit of videos and prepare for tomorrow, folks. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Kocham cię bardzo, kochanie. And I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your evening. And as always, I will see you all on the next one. Ciao.